Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. A couple of days ago, Owlcat put out a message preparing everyone for patch 1.2 for Rogue Trader, which promised massive changes across many of the game's mechanics. Well, now it's finally here, and there's no doubt this is a gargantuan update hosting over 2,500 changes, and it's almost 30% larger than patch 1.1. But of course, the question is, does this update actually make the game better? Let's walk through the details and find the answer together. Again, there's a massive list of changes, and this video by no means will encompass them all, so there are patch notes in the description. The largest section of this update is definitely mechanics, so we'll walk through some other things first and then comb through that list. Here at Slandered Gaming, we focus on CRPGs, so if that kind of content interests you, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Quests are now marked in the tooltips of the star systems. This is 100% a very welcome change, especially early in the game when you're trying to focus on the main missions. Even more importantly, all available rumors are now displayed on the map as zones. This will significantly cut into how much time you spend aimlessly wandering around having no idea how to get to your quest. Great update. Since we're on the subject of space travel, base navigator insight has been increased up to 5. I never had an issue with insight, but I also played the beta extensively, whereas people who were playing Rogue Trader for the first time might have experienced repeatedly running out of insight, which would definitely be frustrating. This will help with that. New dialogue has been added for in-game secret companions. This is a very welcome addition, since those companions were quite boring once you got over the excitement of getting them into your party. All of them have a significant selection of dialogue you can go through to learn more about them and their plans. Mind you, they still don't have any voice acting, and the update only mentions dialogue on the bridge, so most likely they still lack reactivity when bringing them with you onto quest. Still, this is definitely a step in the right direction. New visual effects have been added to various pyromancy powers, and across the board, new animations have been added to characters. More updates to pyromancy will be listed in the mechanics section. In space combat, your void ship no longer suffers damage from enemy engine explosions when they are destroyed using your ram ability. This is huge because I always found the ram worthless due to how much damage you could incur from using it. Speaking of space combat, the upgraded version of Shallow Jump no longer damages you, and it will deal correct damage to torpedoes and small crafts. It was very disappointing to spend the resources to upgrade that ability, only to find out it would damage me as well, so this is a good update. Many quality of life changes have been added into the game, including improved inventory sorting, improvements to the level up screens, better tooltips, improvement to the combat log, and more. You can now sort the cargo by value for vendors, and in weapon tooltips, both the effective range and the maximum range are now displayed. You can filter or sort by the item type and item status in the inventory. A ton of item icons have been updated as well. The level up screen is now more organized with tabs that can be used to quickly identify which group of options you want to see. You can now play in co-op from the start. In the prologue, there will be 2 custom mercenary characters you can recruit to play with a friend before Abelard joins your group. Co-op has been improved across the board with desync fixes, save file size reduction, and custom portrait transfer. Save transfers should now happen faster for connections with high latency. These updates are nice, and honestly, from what I remember, co-op ran super smooth. It was a lot of fun running around in Warhammer with a group. Achilles Scalander, an NPC you'll meet later on in the game, now has a new portrait, and his character model has been changed to match it. I think the portraits are an especially strong part of the game, and this is no exception. You can now actually play music on the organ sitting in your quarters, which personally I think is hilarious. Hundreds of minor changes have been made to locations across the game, which updated visuals, fixed collision, and improved navigation. Consequently, Space Marines should now have a significantly easier time navigating through the game. Alright, so that was a group of quick hits that I thought you all would probably be interested in. Now let's dive into some of the mechanic nerfs and some upgrades that they've made as well. The lion's share of this patch actually has to do with the mechanics, and a huge emphasis was placed on nerfing talents and removing your ability to get extra turns. But let's start with the upgrades that have been made to Pyromancy. The minimum damage for Ignite, the first Pyro Psyker power you receive, has been increased. Instead of dealing damage equal to 1 plus 5 times your psi rating, it is 1 plus your willpower bonus plus 6 times your psi rating. This impacts powers that scale off Ignite as well, such as Firestorm, Molten Beam, and Incinerate. The minimum damage from Pyro Staffs, Warp Burn, and Inflame have been increased as well. Melting Armor reduces a target's armor by 5% now instead of just 3%. Pyro desperately needed some love, so this is a great update all the way around. Alright, now let's get to the nerfs, starting with Navigator talents. Reveal the Light now increases toughness and willpower by 10 plus twice Kastia's willpower bonus instead of 4 times her bonus. In addition, she can no longer use the power on herself. Both of these are absolutely huge nerfs. Blood Augury now increases warp damage by a percentage equal to 5 plus Kastia's perception bonus instead of twice her perception bonus. Also, now it can only stack up to 5 times as opposed to stacking on every hit. Eye of Oblivion now reduces enemy dodge and hit chance by an amount equal to Kastia's perception bonus instead of twice her perception bonus. On the flip side, previously Eye of Oblivion wasn't reducing enemies' dodge, and that has now been fixed. Undamn the Sea of Souls now reduces enemy armor by 5 plus Kastia's willpower bonus instead of twice her willpower bonus. Finally, Mastery of Time can now stack up to 5 times and can only stack from extra turns gained by Kastia's allies. Previously, it would stack every time anyone in the fight received an extra turn. Moving on from Navigator talents, Killing Edge now just deals additional damage which is not modified. The lethality damage for this ability has been increased, but now it scales with the percent of the enemy's lost wounds. Killing Edge was a major part of assassin builds for both melee and ranged characters, so this is a massive nerf. Multiple operative abilities were rebalanced so they would be more impactful at the start of the game, but their mid and late game scaling would be significantly lower. The same has been done with several of Pascal's background talents. Arch Militant has also been reworked to provide large bonuses at the start of combat, but experienced reduced scaling from versatility stacks. Several abilities and talents were changed to accomplish this, including Versatility, Confident Approach, Adaptability, Critical Versatility, and Dependable. In addition, Wildfire no longer gives a stack of versatility with no regard for the type of the previous attack, and now the minimum cost of Wildfire is 1 action point, when previously it could be free. Reckless Rush now always gives 3 stacks of versatility instead of a number depending on the current stacks. The All Out talent now allows an Arch Militant to move after attacking while Reckless Rush is under effect instead of reducing the cost of that ability. Confident Approach reduces critical damage by half instead of scaling depending on critical chance. In addition, when an Arch Militant's heavy weapon attack cost is reduced, it has a minimum cost of 1. In a change that truly hurts my soul, Bounty Hunter's Savor the Kill no longer provides an extra turn that lets you use offensive psychic powers. Damn. All good things must come to an end. I could go on, but you get the picture. There's a laundry list of nerfs that touch every aspect of the game. Is combat more interesting now? Leave me a comment below and let me know. I'll probably look at crafting new builds when the DLC drops. All party members have a free respec, so you can easily make changes to get around the nerfs. In addition to everything I already mentioned, this patch contains a massive amount of bug fixes, along with new visual effects, sound effects, and corrections to voiceover. Crashes, lag, freezing, and optimizing issues were also addressed across the board. That's all the information I have regarding patch 1.2. Again, I'd love to hear your thoughts regarding whether or not this patch makes the game better. Are you happy with the rebalancing? And if not, what else do you feel like Owlcat should focus on? Looking forward to hearing your feedback, and as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.